Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early March 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So we're going to get right down to business as usual. I'll start you off with an oracle card here just to take a little test of the energy before we fully dive in. So let's shuffle it up one time for the lovely Aquarius collective. My God, Spirit team, talk to me. Really hope you're all doing well, my friends. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'm going to pull you a bonus card with the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what type of shadows might be around you or what shadow work you might want to lean into in this time, which is always very interesting. There's much for you to consider. So only take what hits, you know how it goes. Let's get one card out here, though. What do we got? Ooh, the Magician. I like this. Now, the Magician in this deck, yes, it does bear some similarities to the Magician in Tarot, but this one has some slight different nuances, and we'll speak about it. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle's at kyleofcups. Please feel free to tweet me things, but into the reading we go. This Magician, yes, it could be about manifesting. It could be about creating. This could literally be Spirit telling you, like, hey, what you dwell on, what you think about often could be coming towards you, whether good, bad, or indifferent. Okay, but this could be ritualizations of some sort as well. But whenever I see the Magician, the main name of the game is creation. Now, in this Oracle deck, there is some slight hidden aspects to this card, and it makes sense with what we've been seeing for Aquarius the past couple of weeks, like the hidden, the unexpected, the sudden. This, yeah, it could be illusions as well, so beware of that. Hopefully nobody's trying to hoodwink you in some kind of way. I'm not going to stick to that. This could all just be about creation. It could be a very happy message, depending on what tarot cards come out. But let's place our Magician friend down right there, and let's get into tarot now. I'm going to shuffle it up one time here, get you 3 in the upright, and intuitively clarify. So let's see what we have for Aquarius, please. My beautiful friends. Now, last week's reading was titled An Explosive Warning. And I believe the reason I titled it that, there was a tower or a fire-air mixture or both. It was a common theme throughout a lot of different signs last week that things could get a little out of hand. Things could spin out of control. There were so many different towers that it was making me concerned. Now, whether that was for life in general or the world at large, I mean, I think I see a reason why there were so many towers if you look around at the world today. But we're going to hope for some more positive energy here, some love and light. So let's see what we have for Aquarius. You know, energies are always changing. What do we have for my Aquarius friends? Okay, we got a lot of action here, my friends. All right. In position number 1, we have the 10 of Swords, Aquarius. That is something you're going to have to watch out for. However, taking up the second space, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Talk about different energies. Then we have the Ace of Swords. Now, this is going to be dynamic. It's going to be layered, just like every single Aquarius reading. I don't remember the last time I got the 10 of Swords in an Aquarius reading, but it's here. We're just going to take it all in stride. I'm going to go through, give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. So, the 10 of Swords. It is a feared card in the tarot gamut, right? Now, I do say all cards have positives and negatives, and when we clarify this card, that will really tell the tale. But what do we think of with the 10 of Swords? We think of loss, we think of pain, we think of cycles ending. That's the main thing. For some people, it could even be like feelings of being backstabbed or betrayed, things like that. Now, I'm not going to stick to that message. I still want to clarify it to see what it could be about. It could just be some sort of ending. Okay, some sort of cycle coming to an end. So it'll be very important when we clarify it. However, it seems like we got a bit of a mixed bag here because right next to it, we have one of the most positive cards in the deck. We have the 9 of Pentacles, very sturdy, very stable. So this 10 of Swords could be something that has already occurred, has already happened. This is super independent. It is very abundant in regards to money and stability. So I really like this. It's just a very firm energy. And being that there's 2 swords around it, that air energy, this is good. It's a good anchor to what we got going on. So we're really going to want to clarify all this and see what's up. Now, moving to the extreme back end, we have the Ace of Swords, another common card I've been seeing this week. the mind, especially with the double swords on the back ends, lots of swords here, but all aces are opportunities, right? The beginning of a new cycle. So it's important to remember that around this 9, yes, we have the 10 of swords, the end of a cycle, but we have the ace of swords, the beginning of a new. So there is transformation here. There is cycle here, okay? Out with the old, in with the new, possibly. So I'm going to want to see what this is about. Yes, this could also just speak about your mental state, your mind. Ace of Swords could also be verbal talks and communication, some sort of news coming your way. But we're going to absolutely have to dive deeper on this, Aquarius. Let's jump in and clarify. Let's get a good shuffle here for my Aquarian friends, please, my guides. Let's see what's up. What do we got for Aquarius? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research, rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this 10 of Swords. And as always, if you read tarot yourself, that's why this box is here. Please feel free to play along. If there's any messages you're feeling that you want to share with your collective, you just drop it in the comments below. I do not mind, and I actually encourage it. We all learn from each other. So let's see what's up with this 10 of Swords. Is it transformation? Is it change? Okay. Temperance. Yeah, whatever's happening, you can get through it. For some of you, like, this could feel like possible crisis mode, or there's just something going on that's like way out of hand. But I love having temperance underneath this 10 of Swords, because that to me is spiritual protection to the maximum. So for some of you, even if you are going through a super tough time, whether it is mentally, whether it's slight things, whether it's major things, whether it's global things, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling some hurt, you're feeling some pain, just know that, hey, your spirit team's around you. The ancestors are around you. There are people, there are beings that love and care for you. Temperance is all about taking things down a notch. And that tells me whatever this 10 of Swords represents in your story, you can get through it. Now, obviously, not every Aquarius is going through a tough time. Some of you are going through a much more positive time, or even a neutral time. But beware of getting overwhelmed. And once again, yes, this is a warning here in the beginning. But with temperance there, that divine hand guiding you through, everything will be okay. So yes, this can represent an ending, but it might be an ending that was necessary or needed. So we're going to go in on this 9 of Pentacles. Let's see why this 9 of Pentacles is here. What do we got here for Aquarius? Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Strength. Strength under the 9 of Pentacles. Everything's going to be okay. Everything will pay off in the end. And we're getting a similar theme, are we not? Now, under the most positive card of this spread, the 9 of Pentacles, the strength in the upright is absolutely beautiful. And it's a theme I've been seeing with a lot of the air signs, that even if you're going through tough times, treacherous times, you got what it takes to keep it pushing, keep it moving. Okay? This, like I said, very transformative, very change-based, very cycle-based, this whole spread is overall. Like, this is painting a big picture for me as opposed to lots of little things. Now, for some of you, it could just be a prominent Leo in your life, of course. But aside from that, the 9 of Pentacles with the Strength card in the upright, this is just more reassurance from Spirit. Like, listen, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. You got this, okay? Maybe this needed to happen for some reason. Like, whatever this is, whatever this 10 of Swords is, whether it's something that's already happened or whether it's something that's coming up, it needed to happen for a reason to help usher in this. Okay, so we're going to keep it moving. I don't want to blab about that too much. There is a possible ending here, Aquarius, but not all endings are bad. Just like I always say, not all towers are bad, not all endings are bad either. Okay, sometimes endings are for the best. So let's see what's up with this Ace of Swords. Like, this is giving me very interesting vibes. Like, it's not terrible, but it's not the best. Oh, yeah, we got the Wheel of Fortune under the Ace of Swords. It's beautiful. So once again, more reassurance. Once again, cycle-based, karmic-based, change-based. This is extremely powerful overall, and I just want to point out that all of the clarifiers are major arcana. So once again, that big theme, like I said, major changes, major shifts. Okay, this is karmic for sure. But more of the reassurance. I'm getting reassurance in every single one of these alignments, which is a good thing, specifically if you're going through a tough time, for sure. This could be a really good opportunity. This could be an unexpected opportunity that's coming in for you, or something that goes surprisingly well. And like I said, like, there's been a lot of mysterious, unexpected, hidden energy around the Aquarius collective for some weeks now, and it's showing up here once again, because when that Wheel of Fortune kicks in, it's not always expected. But this could be some sort of surprising opportunity or a surprising change for the better. And yeah, it might just come in suddenly, but it's okay. This is a good luck charm. Getting the Wheel of Fortune specifically as the last card in the spread is like finding a random 4-leaf clover. So this just feels good overall. It's kind of an exciting way to end this, and I know that's crazy to say when we have the 10 of Swords, but just bear with me here. The first card out was the 10 of Swords, but the last one is the Wheel of Fortune. So like I said, that transformation and change base, everything is meant for a reason. Let's go through and do a quick little recap here, though, Aquarius. If you kindly look in the box. In position number 1, we have the 10 of Swords, clarified by Temperance in the upright. Know that you are protected, you are surrounded. Ancestors, guides, spirits. We all go through tough times. We all go through tough cycles. And yes, the 10 of Swords can represent endings or things coming to a close, but everything will be okay. Everything will be fine. Like, that's what I've been feeling since the very beginning here. Even if you're currently in the throes of some pain, everything will be okay. Moving to the center, we have the 9 of Pentacles with the Strength, very stabilizing. This is an extremely stabilizing force, that everything will pay off in the end. Everything is meant to happen for a reason. And once again, the reassurance, everything will be okay. You got this, okay? Moving to the very back end, we have the Ace of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. You can't end the reading in a much better way than that. So once again, there could be big life changes. There could be big transformations happening. It's all good. We all go through them. It's a continuous cycle that we all experience. But things changing for the better, things paying off, it's good. And yes, although there is an ending here, there's also a new beginning to be had. The Phoenix energy, which is really good. So please take a screenshot. And I'm going to get your shadow card out here real quick, just to put a exclamation point at the end of this reading. Aquarius. So let's see what we have for my Aquarian friends, please. And I always say when I pull for the shadows, I purposely look at the rougher sides of the energies, because that's what we want to do when we look at shadows and shadow work, stuff like that. So even if we get a positive card, we're going to take a look at the rougher side. So what do we have here for Aquarius, please? Thank you. Yeah, there it is. So we have a repeat here, and I don't want you to get all nervous or anything, but it's the 10 of Swords. Now, this tells me one thing. For a large portion of you, this could be a 10 of Swords moment that has already occurred, especially when we see it in the shadows. But hey, that's not really the best omen, right? Like when we see the 10 of Swords as the first card and then the 10 of Swords in the shadows. But it is okay. Just like all the reassurances I was giving throughout the reading, I wasn't just like pulling that out of nowhere. You saw the cards that were popping out. You saw the messages that were being delivered to us. Now, the 10 of Swords, I don't have to explain it again what it could be about. When you go through a 10 of Swords moment, when you go through an ending, when you go through pain, it is hard to work through. It's not just going to disappear like that, okay? It's not just going to snap its way out. It's something you might have to work through, okay? So this could easily be Spirit saying like, hey, if there's some sort of pain that's still lingering within you, now could be a very good time for you to purge that and work through that. Accept that. Okay, because acceptance about 10 of Swords moments is a very big thing, and it's a very powerful thing on the road to healing. So Aquarius, I'm not going to complicate this too much. It is what it is. You can look up the meanings of these cards if you want to dig further. But that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the February subscriber surprise, the winners will be posted in the community tab March 1st. But for the March subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Gilded Tarot Royale. It's one of my favorite decks. So if you'd like to get your name for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments what zodiac sign vibes best with you. It has to be a different one than your own, though. So drop that in the comments. You'll be entered to win. And that's it. At the end of March, going into April, I'll announce the winners. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.